Hello everybody, welcome back to another Minetest mod review, and today we are looking at the angled stairs mod. Now, one thing to mention before anything else, this mod is really only usable in creative mode. There are no recipes for any of these 7 pages full of items. So, just keep that in mind. Other thing, which is just kind of a nitpicky thing, the slab items, so like these corners, these are like a half slab with a diagonal edge. They have a full node selection box, but the collision box is correct, so you step up it like you should, but it kind of bugs me that the selection box is full height. I mean, sorry, but it bugs me. So anyways, yes, we have angled stairs basically, so let's take a quick run and take a peeky see at what different shapes we have. So we have 2 stairs, like the normal 2-tier step, but instead of being straight across this way, it's corner to corner instead of from center of face to center of face. And of course they work as you would expect, where you can walk up them. So we have both a left and a right variant, or a right and a left depending on how you want to look at it. And then we have the same as the slab style, which is again corners, and they work as you would expect, where you mount them and you go right over it just like you would a slab, but it has an angle face instead of a straight face. And these are available in a load of different materials: silver sandstone brick, snow, steel, stone brick, stone block, stone, normal stone, tin block, water. The water is not animated, nor is the lava. You have normal wood. I probably should have started at page 1. So you have acacia, you have aspen wood, you have brick, bronze, clay, cobblestone, copper block, desert cobblestone, desert sandstone block, desert sandstone brick, desert sandstone, desert stone rather, desert stone block, desert stone brick, diamond, dirt, gold, grass, ice, jungle wood, lava, mossy cobblestone, obsidian block, obsidian brick, pine, sand, and all the other ones that I mentioned already. The lava and the water do not animate, as I can show you right over her. You just have static textures of the lava and the water. So what can you use these for? Well, as I did here, you can build like pedestal kind of doodad things. Had I planned this out a little better, maybe I would have had a full node in the center, so I could have built something up off of it. Something that would have looked a little more along the lines of, does this have a center node? No, this doesn't have a center. So I would basically have to put a 4x4 pillar coming up off of this pad, as it were, which is kind of, I mean, it's great if you're building a giant support for, I don't know, a bridge or something, but you can't really put a sculpture coming off of this too well. But yes, you can use it for bases like that. Another little nitpicky kind of thing, these only place flat, so like if I try to place it on a wall, they don't rotate to the wall. Now they do rotate to go the direction you are facing, so you can do that, and by extension you could use a screwdriver to rotate them around to fit onto the wall as you wanted. And you can do all sorts of little things. You can make like these patterns here. You can do something fun like this, or you can do like a zigzag, a crack in the ground, revealing in this case lava underneath, but you could have water or anything, honestly. You could use a screwdriver to get these to the upper half, which would make a little more sense rather than having it ducked down into the ground, but I didn't feel like mucking around with the screwdriver to make that all work, so I pretty much didn't. And the other thing you can do is spiral staircases. And now I encased this in glass to make it a little safer, because you can just run right up. Whoop. And if I didn't have the glass edge, it'd be pretty easy to kind of walk right off the edges. It'd be perfect for putting inside of like a stone wall on a tower in a castle, or I guess inside of wooden walls in a house or something. But you probably would want to do it with walls. And you probably could work it out where you'd have a pillar running up and down through the center of it, and you would have something a little more along the lines of, let's just grab these, because I'm actually doing a circle. I don't think I need all of this. If we have that, so actually that would go there, and actually I need a slab. I don't have any slabs, so I'm just gonna grab my stone slab. You'd have a slab, and you'd have a corner, then you'd have a full block, a corner, but you'd want to use the right corner, obviously. Oh, I just placed the wrong one. And you would just rinse, repeat, as the expression goes, up like that. And that would give you a slightly larger circular stair, but it would still work. Would it still work? I should really make sure it still work. It should. There's no reason why it shouldn't. Helps if I put that in the right spot, I suppose. I suppose it does. Let's place out the right block. Alright, let's remove that and that and that. And let's see, we can get up here. And actually, I guess we wouldn't even want this slab here, because I didn't use slabs anywhere else. I did it all full steps up. But yeah, you could do that too. And then in the center here, you could, of course, do something else, like a Mies lamp. Just a whole stackaroonie of them, actually. Just like a tower of Mies lamps, as those will prevent you from falling down the center, and they'll also give you light up the entire stairway. Something more suitable might be called for, like maybe just Mies lamps. That might work a little better, or maybe a Mies lamp every so often, and do some other blocks just to provide lighting for the stairway. I mean, obviously you can do however you want. You could just do blocks and then punch every so many out and throw a torch in or something. I mean, however you wants to do it, you could do it. I was just demonstrating that it's doable. I'm gonna throw some cobble back in here, just because it looks a little better. And then there was something else, and I don't remember what it was. So we did the circular stair. We did that. We did these. I already mentioned it's creative only. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention. If you're using normal stairs, because the normal stair meets in the center, if you want to do a little something where you have something along the lines of this, where you're doing like an angled approach up to something, or maybe you're doing a wide piece and you want to have angles at the end of it, you don't use normal stairs. You have to just use the full block and then throw out, that was the wrong side for there, and just throw out some slabs to make the rest of the stair for the front, like that. Because obviously these lining up at corners are not going to match up with a stair that lines up in the middle. So if you had something that was already built with a bunch of stairs and you wanted to add these on to kind of put some angled corners on it or something, you'll pretty much have to rip out all your stairs, or leave it with stairs and offset it either to the side like that, which would probably work and not look too goofy. I mean, obviously you'd want to use the same material as your stairs are, because this does look kind of goofy. But you could probably do something along the lines of this, and it wouldn't look too horrible, and it wouldn't require ripping everything out, and it would still be upable, ascendable, climbable, however you want to phrase it. You'd still be able to get up there because this is only a half node elevation that you're going. So it'd still work and you wouldn't have to rip everything apart. And then of course you can just use them for nice decorative things like this. And more like this, where you wouldn't use this as stairs because there's no point. But you could do nice little accents on walls. Of course, because it doesn't place on the wall rotated, you do have to use the screwdriver a bunch. Or use another tool like the, I don't remember what mod it's from, but the node replacer tool. I have a mod review of it. And that way you could just place out one, and then if you need to put a whole bunch, you just use that tool and you place a whole bunch in the same orientation and everything, so you don't have to muck around with it. But that is, that's going to wrap this mod review up. So this is Angled Stairs. And Too Many Nodes is the author. Again, creative only, or I suppose you could use Give Me a non-creative, but I have no idea what these names are like, so they might not be something that's easily rememberable. So probably creative only, or write up a bunch of craft recipes for him and submit it as a pull or a merge request on GitHub, because in the forum topic he did say he was open to recipes, but because he just does it in creative, he wasn't going to go around and create them. But if somebody else wanted to, it sounds like he'd be pretty open to merging that. So yeah, Angled Stairs, Minetest mod review of the day, of the week, of the month, of the year. No, I don't know. I don't know how to end this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next week with another Minetest mod review.